Wow, that was a crazy episode. Hello, everybody.
I'm shooketh, properly shooketh.
I'm pretty, hashtag what the F, WTF. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bodacious Rant with Burn and Rye, and tonight we are reviewing a Loki episode 4, which is, now we're in like the second. How do I put it?
Basically the second half of the season.
Second half, I'm thinking like there's thirds.
Oh, like Act 2.
Yeah, like essentially we're at the end of Act 2, or the beginning of Act 2, and then, we'll have 3. No, the end of Act 2. It doesn't matter. I'm mixing myself up here. Anyways, this was a pretty crazy episode. Like,
oh yeah,
again, we just keep, peeling back the layers, finding out why we're in the situation we're in with Loki and Sylvie, and how essentially it all started. And shit. I mean, I think the last one I said was my favorite one, but I'm like, this is it, to be honest.
This is my favorite
I'm really
one.
liking this episode. Yeah.
So crazy.
So much going on and such great acting. Like, that's every episode, but this one I was just like, there were some scenes that really hit home that just was like, damn.
Oh yeah, they had a lot of good material to work with in this episode.
Absolutely. But let's just jump into the spoilers. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen this episode yet, it did just drop. This went this week, on Wednesday. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. Catch on up, because it's a doozy. Let me just say that it's a doozy. But anyways, how about that beginning with Sylvie's situation? Essentially, Ravonna is the cause of everything so far.
Mm-hmm.
Why, I have no idea, but I thought that was really interesting that she's the one who tried to basically erase or delete Sylvie when she was a kid.
Yeah.
And it's like, I thought that was supposed to happen when she caused something, but she was just a little kid playing with some toys and stuff like that. So, and she was really wicked smart. Just how as soon as she gets to the little courtroom part, she takes her tenant pad, figures it out. It's like, see ya. Like, it's like, shit.
Yeah, like you totally messed up there, Ravonna. Yeah, I'm very curious why, like, they went to that particular point in time where they decided, this variant's going to cause a very drastic change in the sacred timeline. So it's like, again, like, she's a little kid and she's just playing with toys. What is she going to do, like, in this moment that's going to mess everything up? So I'm very curious to see what the explanation is, because I'm just running different ideas in my head and I have no idea. Like, there's going to be so many possibilities, but it's like, why Ravonna? You monster.
I mean, my speculation for that is Ravonna is able to... She found out because, I mean, the Time Hunters can go any point in time, so I wouldn't be surprised if she saw what happened to her with Sylvie as an adult. So she just tried to end it quick by getting her as a kid, but it's like...
Maybe, yeah.
It's always that theme with time-traveling movies or shows that... When you know something's going to happen, everything you try to do to prevent it, it happens anyways.
Yeah, it could be like a Terminator situation, where they go back to kill him as a kid.
You never know, but she's the Terminator, and she sucks. Like, it's just, oh man, I hate her, but, how do I say her name? Gugu Mbatha-Raw?
Yeah.
She is a great villain so far. I'm loving her performance. She's got a perfect, just like stature, like her. She's got great posture, and just her face, like, I'm here to do business. Don't mess with me. And I'm like, oh shit, that's scary.
Yeah, she has that like evil smirk nailed down to a T.
She does. That's what it is. It's the smirk. It's like, oh, I can't stand you. But, so that was really interesting. And then I did like how Mobius was able to deduce, like, oh, it has to be them, because of that whole Nexus event that was happening on Lamentis, where it's like Loki and Sylvie are falling for each other, and I know that's a little weird, but at the same time it makes sense, just because if you really think about it, if they are variants of each other, it's just self-appreciation. It's loving yourself. That's ultimately what we all want, isn't it not?
Yes, you can't have any love unless you have self-love. You gotta love thyself.
I mean, and it also kind of works. They're beautiful people, and they are from different universes, so it's not completely weird. I don't know how it would work, to be honest, but either way, I thought that was a cool scene. And then Mobius is where he gets Loki, and Loki's like, no, hold on, I'm skipping ahead too much, but I'm trying to think. Like, basically, I guess I just loved Owen Wilson's performance in this episode. I think this was his strongest one yet, where
oh yeah,
he really, oh man, how do I put it?
He had a lot of really, again, like I said in the beginning, like everybody here has a lot of good material to work with, and I just realized, watching this episode, how much I missed him last episode, where he wasn't in it at all, and just him getting to back and picking up right where they left off with him and Tom Hiddleston. Just their chemistry just pops up off the screen, and like you said, in this episode in particular, he has a lot of really good moments where, again, this character Mobius is really, really competent. Like, he's good at his job, and we see that. He's starting to deduce a lot of things. Like, he's starting to question, like, what's going on. Like, it seems like he's the only one here that's actually like, something's not right. Like, I'm asking Ravonna all these questions, and she's dodging them at every chance that she gets.
Yeah, that was another thing. Like, besides that, when she's trying to play it off, like, no, don't question Loki, don't question Sylvie, just question Loki. But he's like, no, I think I can figure out what's going on. Like, what is the main heart of this? And she just said, no. Like, no one's to talk to her but me. It's like, okay. And again, I just love the fusing with, like, that cop drama with him, where he's just the detective trying to find the solution, and she's like the crooked police captain who's just like, keep him now, like, stop it. I got this. And it's like, okay, something's going on here.
Yeah, like he's on the verge of discovering something, and like you said, it's a trope of the cop drama when the head of the police is like in on the corruption, and the guys get about to figure it out, and they're like trying to stop him at every chance they get. So I really like that, and then the parallel investigation that's going on too with Hunter B-15, where she's like, I was trying to figure out what was like up with her, because like she started asking Mobius questions, and I was like, is she in my mind, like, I completely forgot that she had gotten mind controlled by Sylvie in the second episode.
Yeah,
so I thought, like,
was crazy.
Like, she's looking at the posters and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, is she gonna like take out Mobius? Like,
I thought she was gonna go after Sylvie and just end it. I was like, don't you fucking try it, don't you dare! And we find out just because, like, Mobius is already questioning when Loki says you're all variants, like, you guys are all taken from one point in time, and at that point it's like, yeah, good try. It's like he's like, holy shit, that makes a lot of sense right now. And then when what was it, B-15?
Yeah, Hunter B-15, Wumi Mosaku.
Yeah, when they go back to the Rocks cart in Alabama, I don't remember, but they go to that they go to that storm, that apocalypse. And she's like, I looked, and then when Sylvie tells her, yeah, it's just because I manipulate what you have already. I don't make that up. That's you. She's like, show me again, and that was so sad when she's like, I looked happy, and it's like, you were, like, that I didn't mess with. I just wanted answers from you, kind of thing.
Like, you had just a whole life that was robbed from you. So messed up.
Just like C-20 when we went back was it last episode when we find out that she loved margaritas. She loved going to this place. She seemed like a good kid. And it's like, God damn, this sucks. So, I also really liked how they brought back Jamie Alexander as Lady Sif.
Oh my god,
that time cell. That was brutal punishment right there.
Oh man, this is a horrible time loop. I can't think of a worse punishment than just getting nailed in the balls over and over again. But it was so cool seeing her back again. Like, we haven't seen her since the Dark World, essentially, right?
Yeah, Dark World, or if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., she's in a couple episodes of that. But, yeah, just not only getting hit in the balls and the face, but it's just, she kept reminding him, like, you're alone, you always will be alone. It's just really breaking you down physically and mentally. But I really liked how, Mobius and Ravonna were signing off on the mission and stuff like that. And he still doesn't trust her, just especially when she asks, where would you want to go? It's like, we can't go anywhere, like, we're here. It's like, no, come on, let's play around. It's like, that does not sound right. Took her temp pad all sneakily, and we find out, yeah, she killed off C-20 just to keep her mouth shut. It was like, you fucking bitch. I got guys who die face down in the muck, so he can travel and die.
Yeah, I mean, that again, Mobius is such an awesome character. I like that he's again, like, he's smart. He's not a dumb character that's just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna take your word for it. He has the suspicion, and Loki kind of confirms it a little bit, and then he does his own investigation, which I thought was really dope. And yeah, again, Owen Wilson's just a treasure in this episode.
I'm really love Owen Wilson. I hope he keeps doing more stuff after this, to be honest, because I think this was such a great show for him to be in. Hopefully he'll be part of other Marvel projects just as anybody else. I don't care. But or just anything else. I just want to see more Owen Wilson, but and then right when Mobius realizes like, "Oh my god, you're right. We got to take this shit down. Where do we go next?" Ravonna and just no! I literally screamed at that part. Just no! Mobius!
I was like, how dare you do that to him? It's like if she kicked a puppy, you know, like she immediately like went from 0 to 100. Like I hate
no, not kick the puppy. She shot the puppy.
Oh yeah,
and just threw it away. Just or like or Anchorman where she punted it and just back.
Oh my god!
No!
That's a good comparison. I was like Ron in the glass case of emotion after you know he got pruned. I was like, ah.
I feel like that's one of the few side characters in these shows I'm really just like, I'm pretty heartbroken by that. He's such a good character, and right before they reset him or erased him, he was just like, you know where I want to go? Where I was happy before all the TVA, where there was jet skis, and it's like, oh my god, he had to be from the 90s. That's why he loves it so much. Like,
oh yeah, like his terminology that he uses, and then yeah, him like talking about jet skis and stuff. Like he's definitely a 90s dude.
So that was really sad, and then we finally get to see the Timekeepers, followed with an epic little fight scene, which was great. Totally great choreography, well shot. Loki and Sylvie were just like this. And we come to find that it's all bullshit. The Timekeepers are fake.
Yep, there's a whole Wizard of Oz situation going on here.
And oh my god! And then onto B-15, she came to the rescue and stuff, but she got knocked out. So we'll have to see what happens with her in the next one. But god damn, like what the fuck? They're fake. So it's like, who created the TVA? What is the point? Who is doing this right now? Like, I'm so lost at this point after that.
Man, dude, the last 15 minutes of this episode, I was just like, I felt like Sully, and when he's watching the little boo thing go through,
yeah,
just passing out.
Just...
Because it's like, oh my gosh, like Mobius is dead, and then like, oh man, the Timekeepers are fake. Oh no, Loki's dead. Like, oh god. Just
every time you knock out, you're just like that's kind of how I felt too, man. Just like up and down, like my stomach was just up and down with this. Like, I don't know what's going on, but and then right when Loki's about to tell his female self Sylvie, like, I like you, like I have feelings for you, for myself essentially, he gets erased, and I immediately said, what's the point now? Why do I watch this? Damn it!
Just throw something at the wall. Yeah, I like, I forgot what Mobius says exactly, but he says, like, what a colossal narcissist, like, when he's, like, figuring out, like, you like her, like, you love yourself so much.
The cause of the Nexus event on Lamentus was, he's like, oh my god, you love yourself. Like, this is so creepy, but so poetic. Like, he's kind of jabbing at him, but also just, like, his mind is blown by that fact. Like, that's what caused it. And it's like, yeah, that's crazy. But, oh man, just like I said, Loki got erased, and when Sylvie's like, you're going to tell me everything. And Ravona's kind of like, was just like, just kill me. Like, I'd rather die at this point than say anything else. She fucking knows everything. I hope she does, so we can get it out of her. We need to know as well. But that mid-credit scene, though, that was pretty cool. That was pretty funny, too. But cool.
Again, just the gamut of emotions. Just like, what? What is happening now? Like, we have like all these different versions of Loki. Like, you have a classic Loki. Then you have Loki with the hammer and everything. Kid Loki. Crocodile. Yeah, crocodile Loki or something. It was like,
he's just sitting in the kid's lap. But it's like, so if he isn't erased, where the hell did he go? It almost looked like a apocalyptic, like, not Russia, but it just looked like an apocalyptic place. Like, there's just grass, there's some buildings there somewhere.
Yeah, I saw people say that they think it's like an alternate dimension where he wins the Battle of New York, because they said that one of the buildings looks like the Avengers Tower broken down. I don't know. I haven't rewatched the episode, but I definitely will like pay attention to that the next time I do, because if so, that's pretty crazy that when you get pruned, like you get sent to like this, basically this like island of lost toys. I'm assuming, I don't know. I'm sure we'll get confirmation in the next episode, but it's kind of cool.
It was very cool. I'm very curious to see what will happen, but now it just begs the question: are these other variants that have just been sent there, kind of thing, or I don't know. I'm so curious, but this is such a great episode. It's definitely my favorite one because it had everything kind of building up, and we still got 2 more episodes left, so it's going to be an epic 2 episodes, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, this is my favorite one. We got to learn a lot, and we still like don't know anything apparently. So it's like, oh my gosh, like this is just like not what I expected at all. It's like it's throwing me for a loop, and I love it.
I do love it, yes, but that's all I got. Burn, anything else you wanna give a shout out about, or are we good?
I mean, no, just again, Owen Wilson, treasure, absolute treasure. I can't say that enough.
I cannot, man. He was great, but hopefully he'll come back in the next couple episodes.
I hope
because
so.
If Loki's erased in another time, then maybe Mobius is still alive too. So we'll have to see what happens. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, comment, like, subscribe. Let us know what you guys thought about this episode if you've seen it. If not, come on back and check it out. But Burn, I will talk to you later. And everybody stay bodacious and keep on ranting.
Alright, folks, we'll see you all in the next dimensional episode.
We shall.
Wiggly woo.